so excited. Thank you so much.
Okay, my lovely. Right. So, what's the big breakthrough you'd like to have today?
Okay, I'd love to unstuck my money upper limit.
Okay.
I already have a business. I love it, and I'm headed for success. I know that. I make enough money to maintain my house and stuff like that. But I just like to go into the overflow.
Got you. Got you. Okay. This is a yeah, common issue where you make a certain level of money and you can't break through it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So no matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you push, somehow you always end up with the same amount of money. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 So that's this makes a lot of sense for everyone. Okay. So with your permission, can I just do a body scan?
Yes. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Good. Sophia, are you a theta healer?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be like super easy then. Okay. Oh, this is very easy, actually, very easy. Okay, so as I scanned you, what I saw was it's like I'm not allowed to make more money. I can't make more money than my husband. I'm not allowed. It's like it's almost like I see this is ancestral, by the way. This comes down your mother's line many generations back. Is like the woman's place is stand behind her husband. She cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the baby. You're way ahead of your ancestors because you have a business in your career and your husband is supportive of that. He doesn't have this issue with adult. He'd be happy when you make lots of money, very happy. But somewhere your ancestral programming is saying, my place is about behind my husband. I support him. He should be the one that should be making money. He has to be provider because if I make more than him, something will happen. Okay, so what are you fearing is going to happen when you like are a multi millionaire, which you will be, by the way? What's going to happen to the marriage? What are you scared is going to happen to this relationship?
When I tune into that, I don't see the marriage. Like that part is completely blank. The
Okay,
relationship, the love, that part.
blank. So what's the feeling in your body then?
It doesn't exist.
And how does it make you feel?
Unacceptable. That it's unacceptable. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what.
unwilling to destroy the marriage for the sake of making millions. Yeah. And so if you knew, why would the marriage break down? Simply because you became a multimillionaire.
Can you ask again, please?
So if you knew, why would the marriage cease to exist if you became a multimillionaire?
Can you ask in a different way, please?
Oh, sure. Okay. If you knew why you were not allowed to make more money than your husband.
Because then I don't need him
Ah, you don't need him for what?
for anything.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Oh, a little ridiculous. Um, very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that uncomfortable feeling, where do you feel that in your body?
I feel it in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. So I want you just to close your eyes and I want you to go to that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach. And if it had to be a color, what color would it be?
Bright green.
Okay, and the shape?
It's like that fish that has all those thingies.
Spikes. Okay.
Yes.
You're going to imagine taking this bright green spiky fish out of your belly and place it in front of yourself.
Yes.
And if I had to remind you of a person, who's the first face you see?
It's my grandmother.
Okay. And what is she saying to you?
That I should not let a man take care of me, but this is very strange.
And why not? What's she saying to you? Why shouldn't you allow a man to take care of you?
Because then they'll disappear. So if you count on them, then you'll be let down. They
Oh,
cannot be trusted. They'll just disappear from your life.
right. So if you rely on a man, he can't be trusted, he'll disappear, and then what happens?
Well, then you end up in my situation, which is being a single mom
Okay,
and trying to make things work.
I see. Okay. And so what's the worst thing about like a man leaving? That you can't count on them, they're not there for you.
That I have to do it alone.
Okay. And what's the worst thing about that? Having to do it all by yourself.
That I can't, at least not the way I want to.
Okay. And so what are you afraid is going to happen if you can't do it in the way that you want to?
Well, then things will just stay struggle.
What's the worst that happens, Sophia?
That I cannot change it, that I don't have the power within me to change this.
And so what's going to happen if you don't have the power to change it?
Well, it's just gonna stay like that.
Okay. And so what's going to happen to you and your child?
Well, we will not be happy. We will have to struggle. I know it's not true, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. You're carrying your grandmother's pain here. This is not yours, this is hers.
Oh,
Do you know what happened to your grandmother with her husband?
yeah, I do.
So what happened?
Um, so he was an alcoholic and he was moved into a home where they took care of him until he died.
Okay. So I'm feeling into your grandmother, I feel like a lot of anger, a lot of resentment. She feels like she's being cheated. She was groomed to be the good wife, and then she just felt like she married a loser and felt like she got the dud and her life is over. She feels like that's it. Like my life is over. Got this child now. He's ruined my life. That's it. And so there's a lot of anger and there's like this grief, and then there's like this like tough, like, well, screw the men, then I'll just do it myself and I'll just suffer by myself. And
That's so true.
yeah, it's a lot of resentment and bitterness towards men. All men are like this. Now she's put every single man on the same shelf as her husband. Poor guys, right? One dart and the whole barrel is rotten.
Oh,
As a result, okay, so you get it, right? So it's this feeling of like, I'll have to suffer, I'll have to do it by myself, I won't be able to escape this, I'll struggle, I'll always be a life of struggle, right? I don't feel like I don't think the fear is like you'll be homeless. I don't feel that that's the fear. It's more like I'll always be in perpetual struggle. And it's
yes, it's the continuous
yeah,
struggle. Yeah.
yeah, it's this ongoing, I'll always be, yeah, I'll always be in this, I have to do it alone and I'll always be in struggle. It's kind of what I'm hearing is kind of the root or core belief. And so now we need to understand the kickbacks or secondary gains. How is it serving you? So if you're sitting or standing in your grandmother's shoes, what did she get from doing it by herself and struggling? Positive and negative.
Well, she did realize that she was powerful
Mm-hmm.
because she was, and she actually managed to make a living for multiple people.
Okay. How did she do that?
I feel that she was unavailable for not making, like she didn't know how to go into wealth and things like that, but she was unavailable for starving or being homeless and things like that.
Okay. All
But
right.
there was a standard.
Okay. So she was unavailable to be homeless on the streets, a
Yeah.
victim. She somehow managed to take care of herself and people around her.
Yes.
But somehow she found her power.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else? Anything else that she got?
Well, I feel some gentleness.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I feel like in a strange way, I feel the support of the people, like because life's bad, let's say, or it's hard, I can be supported like emotionally or something, or I can be someone easily, like it's easier to relate to me.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah. So one is by subconsciously, on a soul level, obligating her husband to not take care of her. She learned how to find her power as a woman. And in her time, in her country, that's just huge. That's like a big milestone for women like that in back in those days. Because back in those days, a woman is a property of a man. She takes his last name. She takes care of him, and he takes care of her, and she's like this dutiful wife, like the piece of property. For her to be independent in this way and find her power is huge, right? But she believed that the only way she could have it is by being let down by a man. You see, she
Yeah.
found the only way I can be strong is if I'm single.
Yeah.
You see, and
Yeah, I do.
fearing that if she marries again, she'll get another dud, which she'll end up having to take care of. So she'll have more children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. And the second thing is, oh, people are nicer and kinder to me. I get support when I'm struggling. So if I'm making money, but I'm struggling, then people feel sorry for me and they're kinder and they're nicer, and so I get the love. So I need to be struggling, doing well but struggling to get the support and the love.
Yes.
Okay. All right, with your permission, can we
Yes.
release that? Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm going to just clearing for everyone watching live and the replay. So think of it as the replay as a pre-scheduled healing above the planet. So when you say yes, it's going to be given to you. So if you're watching replay, this healing still works. Okay, so this is a year later from the live. You're still getting a healing, guys. Okay, so I'm going to release for everyone. I'm going to release the belief of and again, this is not everyone. Not everyone in the group has this one, but for many of you guys, you have it. Even the guys as well, right? Guys, some of you guys have been women in other past lives. So you're still carrying a belief. Or it might be other belief of like, I must be the provider, have to be the provider for the woman. And that can feel like a burden too. Okay, so let's release the bottom belief of that I must be alone to be strong and powerful. Let's release that. And to know that you are powerful already. With or without a soulmate, you are powerful, that you no longer need to obligate people to abandon you, to leave you, to let you down, for you to be strong and powerful. Again, all languages, all aspects, all levels. Okay, let's release anywhere that you're holding on to the need to be in struggle, in struggle, in suffering, in sacrifice, as a way to get help, as a way for people to feel sorry for you, as a way to get pity, as a way to get love, as a way to get support and help and kindness. Let's show that you don't need to be in a struggle as a way to receive all those things, that you can get the love and the support and the kindness and the generosity without being in the struggle. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so releasing anywhere that you need to be weak to get help and support. Let's release that. Okay, good. All right. So the next piece is like a vow or the contract. So before incarnation, we make agreements with certain souls and they play certain characters in our lives, teach us lessons. So you're also learning how to be a powerful badass as a woman. That's something you wanted to learn, right? That's why you chose this lineage of your grandmother to learn this lesson. And so on a soul level, you made agreements with the father of your child to also teach you that. So we need to bring in some forgiveness. We need to forgive yourself for making the deal to learn the lesson in this painful way. So we're going to release him and any men in the future to continue teaching this lesson for you to be powerful, independent, where you have to prove you're a successful woman, that you don't need a man, I can do it myself. We're going to release that, show that's not required. Then you could, that should you choose, you could walk side by side as a queen and he's your king, as equals, not he's above you or you're above him in competition in a relationship, but you walk side by side. So when you make multiple millions, he's still free to make multiple millions or not. Either way, he's still your king. You stand as equals. Make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank
Beautiful. Good. Oh, that's a good one. So everyone else, if you want that, just give me a yes. Thank you. What that looks like and feels like. To release any vows, oaths, contracts across time and space, to obligate your life partner to let you down so that you can learn how to be a powerful, strong, independent person.
Yes, thank you.
Forgiving yourself for making the contract, forgiving the other person so you can be free. And so I just need to cut the cord between you and the father. It doesn't mean that he will no longer be in the life of your child. It just means that you are free to meet your divine life partner now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just gonna, yeah, I'm cutting the cord for the romance. He will still always be the father of your child. So that relationship will be there. Yeah. But that you're free to meet your king. Yeah. Okay. So this is not relevant for everyone watching, but if that's you, just give me a yes, and then I'll make that change for you as well. Thank you. Okay, I'm just sorry. So, Zofia, can I open up your mojo? Is that okay? So you can be magnetic to your soulmate? Is that okay?
Of course, thank
Like,
you. Yes.
this like chastity belt on. It's like, nope, no men. That's it. I'm done with men.
Yes, thank you.
We're like, unlock the chastity belt, and we're going to set the frequency for the divine life partner. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
And with that, it's opening up your heart to be loved, to be supported by your soulmate, respected, honored, treated like the queen. What it looks like and feels like to walk side by side as equals. That you're free to make as much money as you like, without feeling that you are in competition with them, without feeling you're undermining them, without feeling that you are overshadowing them. That you get to walk side by side, and you're free to make as much money as you like, and he's free to make as much money as he likes.
Yes, thank you.
And that you get to share that wealth together, the prosperity, the abundance that you co-create together. You get to share it as equals.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay. Okay, so what we didn't do is a bit of muscle testing at the beginning to check for limiting beliefs, but we can definitely check to see what beliefs you now have. So you can do the muscle testing with your fingers or standing up. Which do you prefer?
I'll stand up.
Stand. Okay. All right. So for those of you who don't know Theta Healing, it's a form of applied kinesiology where we can check the limiting beliefs in the subconscious mind. So we can see what beliefs we hold in the subconscious. Okay, so you'll learn this in the classes, and I have a little video that I'll pop in the Facebook group for you guys to see what that looks like. So just check your yeses and nos. Okay, all right, so make the statement, I love myself.
I love myself.
Okay, so she's gone forwards, that means a yes. Now say, I hate myself.
I hate myself.
Okay, she's gone backwards, that's a no. Okay, good. Okay, I know how to be supported by a man.
I know how to be supported by a man.
Okay, that's it. Yes, okay. I'm scared a man will let me down.
I'm scared a man will let me down. No, I'm not scared. Thank you.
Okay, good, good. Okay, it's safe for me to make millions and have a man in my life at the same time.
It's safe for me to make millions and have a man in my life at the same time.
Okay, good. Okay.
I'm so grateful.
Okay, just one more. I have to struggle to be strong.
I have to struggle to be strong.
No. I
No,
have to struggle to be powerful.
I have to struggle to be powerful. No.
Fabulous. Okay, grab a seat. Yay.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
Amazing. Oh, that was so easy. You're a good client. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. Ah, okay. So, action step for you now is to get super, super clear on who your king is. You're going to call
Okay.
the king. While you're building your $1 million business, you're going to be calling in your king. You get to have both. You get to have both.
Thank you so much.
So getting, yeah. And I feel like, how do you feel about the father of your child now? How do you feel about him?
Like I feel like he's like in a different building. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is like the neutral feeling. There shouldn't be any anger or
Yes.
resentment. Just
Yes.
like neutral.
Yes.
Okay, good. Fabulous. Okay.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And definitely let us know, right? When you're making
I
money,
will.
soulmate, I want to hear it. So we can
I
celebrate with
will.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Bye, Sophia.
Bye.
All right. That was good. I'm getting all these emojis. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How are we feeling, guys?